it nice outside?
Are the retakes still up for chapter 9?
All right, yep. So, 3 ways graphs can be misleading, and then we're gonna get right into this quiz review. I'm gonna give you guys some time to work on it silently, and then I'm gonna help you with each and every question. And then when that's done, and I want you not to rush through this. There's just a couple of questions in Big Ideas Math, just to give you some online practice to study because your quiz is tomorrow. Opened up for 75%. We are preparing for the exam. So exam review. We're not talking. It's someday between May 13th and 17th. It takes 4 class periods. 24th. All right. What's one way that you found graphs to be misleading, Parker? Shh. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to read to you the questions from the quiz. These are the exact directions and you can decide to use them if you want. Did everybody go to page 887 and fold over that page so you know on the quiz tomorrow where to look? You want to be able to access your resources? 887. Fold over that page. See these? When for the question, why is it misleading? There's some ideas for you. Okay? It'll be one of those 6 options on page 887. The other page that's like got a ton of information is page 885. And we'll get to that in just a moment. Go ahead, read the directions.
When's our chapter 10 test?
There is no chapter 10 test, just this quiz and we're done. We're on page 933. Categorical or numerical, univariate or bivariate. I like to do univariate or bivariate first, so that's what I'm going to do for all these. I'm going to do 2 and then I'm going to try to be silent and let you guys do 2. Because I do know how to do it, and I'm supposed to give you a chance to practice without me just telling you what to write, okay? So, incomes of families in a county. Now, incomes, I'm going to call numerical. We're doing numbers 1 through 12 on page 933. So it's numerical because you can find the average income. There's a high income, there's a low income, there's a range, there's a median, there's a mode. You can find an average income, so it's numerical. Now this is actually univariate because it's only talking about the income. It's not talking about the income and the family size. It's not talking about the income and how many adults are in the house. Oh, she's not here. You want me to hold it? I think maybe you guys should take it back. What is it? It's just, oh, is it more than one person maybe? No, it's just test results. You take this back. For all of these, you're going to pick one of these words and one of these words. Yeah. Yeah, I have two. All right. Next one, brands and colors of cell phones. I didn't think of this, but someone in fifth period thought of this. Typically, if there's the word and I'm not going to say 100%, but if the word's and, we're probably talking about, two characteristics, bivariate, brands and colors, two characteristics. Now, these are categories. All right, you don't add up brands and find the average. Brands are categories, colors are categories. Categorical bivariate, number 2. Now, I'm going to go silent for a minute and let you guys try 3 and 4 before I start yelling about it. So, you read it yourself and just make a guess. No, I said be quiet. Be quiet, make a guess on paper. Okay, don't want to yell at the answer. I want to give everyone a chance to try. Who's second? When did you ask? I don't remember you asking. I'm pretty sure you said it. You'd be third. Who was third? You're fourth, and now you're fifth. You're sixth, but there probably won't be time for six. Heights and shoe sizes of students. So, heights and. Again, we see the word and. That means bivariate. Now, a height, you can find an average. You can find the greatest and the least. You can find the mean and the median and the mode. So this time, we're talking numbers. Numerical bivariate. And lastly, breeds of animals at a shelter. That's definitely not numbers. That's definitely categories. Keep switching how I'm doing this. This is exactly the first 4 questions. This is exactly the same directions. This is how the first 4 questions tomorrow go. So if you're using your notes for 75%, you can just see which one you think it looks like and write down that. Okay? So it's open notes for 75%. This is the exact first 4 questions. Use your resources. Let's move on. Go ahead and read what's happening in the next section. It's way more difficult. I think these next two are the most difficult. Aiden, I know you just came in. I'm going to switch this screen. Do you want a picture or anything before I switch it? It's not recording it. What are you doing now?
This is just a memory of every single one of the data displays.
Or anything over 75. The expectation. You can't use notes on your exam. You're supposed to remember it. All right, choose an appropriate display for the situation. The heights of the members of the basketball team. So the strategy in choosing heights is deciding exactly what we just did. You have to decide, is it univariate, bivariate, categories, or numbers? So heights is numerical. And it's only talking heights. It's not talking heights and ages. It's just talking heights. So this is univariate. So I would say, Brooklyn, according to your question, this, when I said these are the two most difficult questions, I would say that these are the only two things that you really have to study and memorize. So if I wanted to do it without using my notes, I'd probably need some flashcards today. In the next 12 hours, I'd probably have to look at this maybe 10 times, but then I would walk into class with it memorized. I know you guys are capable of that if you want to do it. So I'm going to head to the page number that shows this. I'm going to show you two things actually. This is where you wrote it, okay? You wrote it on a piece of paper. One day we wrote all of these things down. The last three of these show you how to pick the correct data display. This page number shows you the same thing, page 885. So if it's bivariate numerical, you have to write one of these two things to get it right. If it's univariate numerical, you can pick any one of these four. And if it's univariate categories, you can pick any one of those two. So of the whole chapter, what you really need to memorize is this. This is these two. This is these two. No, this was 10.1. Okay, so I believe we're talking about, this is number 5. We're talking about heights of basketball players or something. Anyway, it was numerical univariate. You could write any one of these. You could write histogram, stem and leaf, box and whisker, or dot. So for number 5, you pick any one you want. Holland, which one are you going to write? Shh, stop making noises. Please and thank you. You could use stem and leaf. You can use any in this section. Any not in that section's wrong. Yep. Yep. So I'm going to go back. And we're going to pick for anything numerical, univariate. You can do a histogram, like Jalea said, or you can do a stem and leaf. You can pick a lot of different things. 1 out of 4. Now you guys try number 6. First say, is it what type it is, and then look at the list and decide which one you would pick. What? I'm on number 6. Brooklyn, put your. Is that your calculator?
You want me to put my calculator on it?
887. I wanted you to close the Chromebook, really, to be honest with you. What'd you pick, Parker? For number 6. Would you say numerical or category first off? And would you say univariate, bivariate? So what are we going to pick under the category univariate section? Bar graph, sounds good. What's the other one you could have picked? No. No, circle graph. You can only pick circle graph or bar graph in that one for credit. All right, analyze the data in the table. Create a display that appropriately represents the data.
Numerical, and then like show the graphs that fall under like numerical, and then it shows, you know what I'm saying?
What do I can't remember stuff like that? Be quiet. Which one are we gonna do? You guys just listen. Stop making noises. Settle down. I'll set you up. I'll set you up. How did you start talking to him? Stop doing that. What'd you pick, Jules? Yeah. All right, that's 2. All right, that's 1 from you and 2 from you. Sit up in here singing. Can I get a drink, please? You've already been out once. Be quiet. Sit down. Stop making noises. Make a bar graph. Apply yourself. Do your best. Try harder. Ready, go. Uh-huh. You'd be 7. So, yeah, whatever. So, Lucas, what are you going to pick for categorical univariate? It's a wrong answer. You're not helpful. You're disruptive. Be quiet. Do you know where to look to find an answer? Yes. It's just like this. There's 2 options. There's at least 2 options for everyone. So you need to make one from every category. So Lucas, under categorical univariate, what are the options? Yep.
I got it.
Shh. Look it. You see right here where I've highlighted it, you might want to underline it. Univariate categorical. It's hard to see. It's a lot of words. Until you actually try yourself, it's not going to make any sense. You have to really look at it. You can't just listen to me talk about it and write down what I write down. That is not learning things. You have to look at it yourself. Okay? You can pick either this one or this one. Those are the only two options that you can pick. If you don't want to memorize it, that's okay. Use your resources for 75%. That's a C. That's a passing grade. Okay? So look at this. But look, how many people are going to come in tomorrow and not even know how to read page 80, 85? We've been talking about it for 15 minutes. Take a minute and actually figure out how to read it. Bar graph and circle graph. So now you have to decide which one are you going to do. I say we start with a bar graph. Now you have made bar graphs every year in math since you were in 4th grade. Make yourself a bar graph. I'm going to show you some things I'm going to mark off for in your bar graph. Okay? We're going to grade you a little more difficultly now than maybe the bar graphs you've made in the past. So let's talk about it. I have to label the axes. I have to put a title. And the thing that people will mess up is they will make a misleading graph because they will not start their scale at 0. Your scale needs to start at 0, or you have to show a break, and you have to go by even intervals. This has to go up above 80, so I'm going to go by 10s. So freshmen are up at 84. Sophomores, 42. Juniors, 67. Seniors, 31. All right, this is a full credit bar graph. Right next to this, I'm going to show you what's a wrong bar graph. You will not get credit. These are mistakes students make. This is a mistake student will make. They're going to go 20, 50, 60, 80. Shh. Y'all be quiet. Shh. Stop making noises. All right. So then they're going to do this. They're going to go with in proportionate width. So here I go to 84. And then 42, 67, 31. All right, there are two things wrong on this. The intervals go up 20, up 30, up 10, up 20, up 20. Uneven intervals. If this isn't lined up right, you will not get full credit. These have to be the same width. This is considered misleading. Same width, same width, same width, same width. Okay, they can't go wide to skinny, wide to skinny. Okay? That's misleading. Any more questions? Next one. Display it in another way. The only other way to display the data is to do a circle graph. We made one circle graph in class. Here's your chance right now to make another one. Make a circle graph. You're going to need a calculator. Anything on here is fair game for tomorrow. Jacob, you going to make a circle graph? How do you think you do it? Okay. Please, Parker, no one asked you. Please be quiet. You're doing number 8. You're making a circle graph. Elijah, I didn't ask for your comment either. Sean, you got your calculator? Yeah. You ready to make some percentages? Circle graphs need percentages. So yesterday we practiced part over whole. Now no one is telling you that circle graphs need part over whole. You have to come to the problem knowing that. How many are there total, Jacob? No, how many students were surveyed? Or how many students are in the data? I thought it was 220. Okay. All right. So for the percentages, what percent with perfect attendance were freshmen? 84 over 224. 42 over 224. We'll divide it out. 67 over 224. We're doing part over whole. Yeah, round to a whole number. Thank you. Round to the whole number. Please stop. Stop humming, please. So here's our percentages. Now how we practice this in class, it's a little bit of an estimate, but I will mark it wrong if the proportion doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, round to a whole number. All right, so here's my circle. Not perfect. Now the whole circle is 100%. Now one idea to start with is you got 50% and then 25%. 25, 25, 25. This is one way to start. Can I combine any two of my percentages to make 50%? Yeah, that's 52. That's pretty close to 50%. And then how about 19 and 30? What's 19 plus 30? Pretty close to 50%. Okay, we're going to use that to help us get this proportionate, okay? So the first two I'm going to match up is the 19 and the 30. Those together make 49%. Yup, and here's 25 and 25, right? I'm going to make this 19 and 30. So 30 It's just a bit over 25. So if I make this 30, I'm going to go right here because it's just a bit over 25. You can. I've done it with pencil. Then bring a pencil. I have pencils for you with full erasers on them. You can. But if your 30% looks to be over 50%, it is not right. You hear me? All right, if your 30% looks like 40%, I'm not giving you credit. Okay? So do a good job. Because I know what 25 looks like. I started with 25 and I made it a bit bigger. Sure, I'll give you partial credit. All right, so then the sophomores are 19%. So that's about 50. Everybody okay with that being about 50? All right, so now I have to do 38 and 14. Now that's going to be more difficult. Again, here's 25 and 25. Now this 25 is 12 and 12 if I was to break it in half. 12.5 and 12.5 makes 25. So I could go in half and then go a little bit bigger to get to 14. Here's 14% senior, and then here's 38% freshman. All right, that is full credit for your circle graph. Sounds like you understand how to do it, okay? What I created is correct. If you can also make it correct, you make it correct your way. Let's move on. Number 9. Shh. Stop talking about it. Move on. Read number 9. So far, this is a pretty good review. We got 9 more minutes. Correct. I think I just am requiring 1. Is there another way? There is another way, I'm telling you. That's 2, Jewel. I should take them right off your test because you're disrupting other people's ability to prepare. Yeah, it goes by 6, 6, 6. And then it goes 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. The scales are uneven. It's another way it's misleading. So everybody gets this one right, correct? Everyone gets this one right. Let's go to 10. Number 10 says find and interpret marginal frequencies. You have to know what the word marginal frequencies mean. This is vocabulary. This is not math. Are you going to remember your marginal frequency? It means total each column. So get your calculator and make your totals. Okay, do it. Shh. Now listen, you have to interpret them as well. So you have to describe it with words. Interpret. Describe with words. This one should be an easy one, I think.
108 plus 64, that's 172. Plus 64.
Oh, yeah, that's 172.
What does 172 mean? Yes, Cable. Good job. Yes, Cable. You got cable? You must have cable. People who don't have it usually know. Like everyone without cable just watches Netflix, Disney, Hulu. They just have the apps. They can't just flip through the channels. If you can flip through the channels, you pay for cable. I don't pay for cable. I never have. I don't like commercials. Like my family being sold on that commercial consumerism. You don't need it. Male, female. All right, shh. Back to quiet. The next two questions are making from scratch a two-way table. I'm gonna set it up for you guys. You guys try to get the numbers right. Jacob, set up the food court like this, like two-way table.
God, chill. I didn't even say nothing.
Work, I'm writing the thing for you, but I don't know why. I already know how to do it. You're supposed to be doing it. You're gonna draw a table and you're gonna copy it. That's not what's supposed to be happening. You're supposed to be applying yourself, but then what do you think we're gonna put on the other side of this two-way table? Yes, you guys. Good job. Good job.
You're missing Ohio.
All right. So, wait. Have you read the words yet? Don't just copy me. What's the problem about? Brooklyn, what's the problem about? Yeah. Yikes. Yikes. This says teens. He doesn't know.
He's a lost boy.
He's going straight. Okay. There's 200 total. Carter, tell me another detail about this two-way table. How many? Give me a number. Oh. We're on the food court.
There's 200 shoppers at the mall.
Got it. Tell me another number.
96 are teenagers.
It doesn't say if they like or dislike.
No, it just says that they're teenagers. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, this my favorite is actually red.
172 like it. 96 are teenagers that like it. 96 like it. And then 176 like it down here. That's all the numbers. You have to fill out the rest.
Why did you just make the graph?
That's where the marginal frequencies go. That's for the total. It's 176 minus 96.
That's a new fragrance.
Remember, you do the total and you subtract the part. Wait, 24 is not right. 7 is not right.